Good morning, Jai Hind, my dear children. In my previous video, I discussed status and prestige. I have explained according to the subject, but I want that you all can think, you all can develop rational thinking ability so that you may able to understand what is not even written. You may able to read in between the lines. Today I will discuss role and role playing. What is role and role playing in sociology? What is a role? A role is the dynamic or the behavior aspect of a status. It is also related to the status. If you attain some status, definitely there will be some kind of role you have to play. If you are a police officer, if you are a IPS or IAS, you both have different kind of roles to play. IAS cannot play role of IPS and IPS cannot play the role of IAS. Both achieved status in their life, both job is prestigious, but they are having different kinds of role in their life. You can simply say that they have different kind of role, there are different kinds of job to perform in their lives. So what is the role? People perform their roles according to social expectation associated with the status that he/she occupies. This is referred to as role taking or role playing. Thus, roles are played in accordance with the status. For example, a child learns to behave in accordance with how her behavior will be seen and judged by others. So, I will give you the example. What is the role and its playing? Uh, in every school, there is a principal and there is a guard. Both are part of the school, but they are playing different roles. What is the role of guard? To be vigilant. Who is entering? Who is leaving the campus? These things to be monitored by the guard. That is his role playing. And what is the role of the principal? He is playing the role of the head of the institution. His role playing is different from the guard's role playing. That is the role and role playing. We all have different kind of role, different kind of position, different kind of status in the society, in the family, and we have to play according the role, whatever the position, whatever the situation, and whatever the status we achieved. Role conflict. So when you talk about the role, there is a role conflict. What is a role conflict? When there is incompatibility, among roles corresponding to multiple status, it is referred to as role conflict. It occurs when contrary expectation arise from two or more roles to be performed. At the same time, if you are given two roles, so there will be definitely a role conflict. Which role you will do? If you are a teacher, if you are in charge, you will have the conflict with your own roles. Which role you have to perform? Which duty you have to do? So this is the role conflict. Social control refers to the various means used by society to bring its recalcitrants or unruly members back into line. It is the social process, techniques and strategies by which the behaviors of individual or group are regulated. We have studied rules, we have studied social norms. Now we will study social control. What is social control? So social control is very important. If you form any society, you need to be monitored. If everyone start thinking that they all are free, they will do anything and that will harm others. So we need to follow certain rules and regulation in our life, and that is the social control. How we are to be controlled by the authorities, how we are controlled by the laws, judiciaries, and etc. We have to study these things in the social controls. It can be the use of force to regulate the behavior of the individuals or enforcement of the values in the individual to maintain order in the society. So this way we have formed a society, we need to control the society, otherwise there will be conflict, there will be problem in the society. So how to control the society? So we now study means of social control. What is the social control? To control the behavior of the society in certain way. And who will control the society and how we control the society? So two ways to control the society. First one is a formal and second one is the informal. Okay, so social control may be formal and informal. So what is the formal means? When the codified, systematic and other formal mechanism of control is used, it is known as formal social control. There are agencies and mechanism of formal social control, for example, law and state. Law and state both are formal control, both are means of formal control. In modern society, formal mechanism and agencies of social controls are emphasized. Informal means. What is informal control? What is informal means? In every society, there is another type of social control that is known as informal social control. It is personal, unofficial, and uncodified. They include smile, making face, body language, frown, criticism, ridicule, laughter, etc. There can be great variation in their use within the same society. In day-to-day life, they are quite effective. However, in some cases, informal methods of social control may not be adequate in enforcing conformity or obedience. There are various agencies of informal social control such as family, religion, kinship, etc. So formal, when government, when law and order control society, that is the formal way of controlling the society. What is the informal way? Informal way is related to the family, society, by becoming angry, by making face, we criticize people, and this way we control, we ridicule, we make fun. This way we control the society in formal way, by saying something, by showing our body language, by showing our dislike and like. We can monitor, we can control our society. And how and why? What are the means? What are the agencies which control? The first and the most important agency is the family. In family, we are afraid. Elders are there, senior members are there. We have to follow our family rules and regulation. We have to obey. We have to be obedient to our parents, and this way we control our family. Religion is the other part. We follow our religious norms. Kinship, our own. We follow our brother and sisters' words. These are the agencies through which we informally control the society. Impact of social control. When we control the society, what is its impact? We have to study what is its impact on others. So social control can be both positive and negative through sanctions. A sanction is a mode of reward or punishment that reinforces socially expected form of behavior. Members of societies can be rewarded for good and expected behavior. On the other hand, negative sanctions are also used to enforce rules and to restrain deviance. So this way, impact of social control. Sometime by praising, we control the society, we control the behavior of the person, and sometimes we give the punishment, and through the punishment we try to control the behavior of the person, and this way we maintain law and order in the family. This is the impact. Deviance. What is deviance refer? Deviance refers to the modes of action, which type of modes, which type of things we use, which do not conform to the norms or value held by most of the members of group or society. What is regarded as deviant is as widely variable as the norms and values that distinguish different cultures and subcultures. Likewise, ideas of deviance are challenged and change from one period to another. For example, a woman choosing to become an astronaut may be considered deviant at one time and be applauded at another time, even in the same society. So it's the change mood of the society. Time to time, one thing is acceptable at one time, and it is possible that it won't be acceptable in the same society after the time. So that is the difference known. Terms, concepts. Okay, so I hope you all understood these things very much. What is a society? What is a social term? What is stratification? Everything I have explained. If you are having any kind of confusion, any kind of doubt, you can ask to me. I am always ready to answer you. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you very much for watching my video. Jai Hind to all.